I love this damn screen. I love this damn screencast live thing. This junk is just like perfect. I'm just gonna go over something with you guys real quick. Check this out. Now, of course, remember you gotta use caution when using this site. But they're like the gurus that people love so much, like Alex Jones and what's his name, David Icke and stuff. By the way, I saw him. It was the title of a video with David Icke said was talking about false prophets. I busted out laughing where he's talking about Elon Musk, and they're both just a bunch of fakes. But I want you to see the type of things that they used back then, because I've already went over this before. Some people I've mentioned it, but I want you to see it for yourself. A lot of people just think, when you're saying stuff, you're just conspiracy theorists or whatever. So that's why I like. That's why I say I love this. I can talk to you, show you, record it live, everything. It's just great. Now I want you to read this. State-directed communication. I'm not going to say all of it. All you guys who think you know so much about the NAZIS, they were National Socialists, and that is exactly what HITLER was too. Again, Cooper hit this point off in a lot of the misconceptions that people believe about the NAZIS a million times. So again, I guess get, what do you call it, baffled by the things that how some of you guys find my channels and stay with them, or you find my channels, or you even listen, you claim to know Cooper or listen, whatever. But remember the subject, right? Mein Kampf was his book. Mein Kampf means my struggle or whatever. Now look at this history of, you see the word? And you see this guy, this Joseph guy? I'm just letting you read a little bit. I'll put the link so you can read all of it. This was the lead propagandist of his whole thing. That was his head guy. But I don't even read all of that. But I bet you that's very telling too. I never even thought about reading the whole history of it. But I want to show you the things that I believe were adapted to. So when people compare things to this time and stuff, people get mad. Reason why people who can think past their television sets say such things is because they do other research outside of their television sets. And this is very interesting. We're talking about media. Again, I want you to look. This says the history of NAZI propaganda. Now, the tab is media. Books, textbooks, books for occupied countries, comics, films. Think about all the propaganda going on today, and I think you pretty much know what I'm talking about. Fine art. How many of you can pull up a sidewalk painting, one of those nice humanity, we did this for humanity paintings, with somebody's wearing one of those muzzles or something, and they paint it all like it's like, whoever's wearing it in the painting, I guess, is a legend for doing it because they're helping the earth, right? Fine art. Magazines. Signal. What does that mean? Oh, that was a magazine that they published. Newspapers. Newspapers in occupied countries. Photography. You see, these are the things that the news and all of these people use to make people believe things. Like, let's take photography for instance. They can put somebody on the news with one of those things on their faces, and let's say it's a biracial person, and they can put a caps line saying biracial people are more likely to catch so and so and so, and an idiot, because of who it's coming from and who's telling them it, will look at that photo, and simply because there's a photo of a biracial person wearing one of those things with a sad face, they will think that means that the claims made about the person in the whatever SCIENTIFIC facts and all that other stuff is true. Just like they can use the fine arts of the paintings and make you feel like you're even better if you do like what you're even a better person for the world if you do what this person in this mural that was painted on the wall somewhere did. Posters. I mean, the rest of this is all self-explanatory. And when people are like, what do you mean radio? I mean, where do you think they adopted the tactics from? I already put Operation Paperclip, a video and everything on here. Internal broadcast, external broadcast, speakers. Now check this out. Heavily on speakers to make propaganda presentations most heavily before they came to power. Now I want you to think about all the influential speakers they're using. Or supposedly, they sound like idiots when I listen to them, but whatever. And then you can go look down and look at the rest. What's this? Prosecution. All right, now I found this interesting. I wasn't going to go over, not this, but something. I'm about to go back and show you. I never saw this before when I looked this up. It says Reich Ministry of Propaganda or Public. Oh, man. Reich Ministry of Public Enlightenment and Propaganda. Simply was responsible for controlling the content of press, literature, visual arts, film, theater, music, and radio, and National Socialist what? Oh, and look who we have here. The guy I was just telling you about. The lead propagandist. And it kind of reminds me of the ministries of 1984 and how they were all backwards, like the Ministry of Health was making people sick or dying or something like that. And okay, now this ministry was created as a central institution of NAZI propaganda shortly after the party's seizure of power in January 1933 in the HITLER cabinet. Look, even cabinet. How many things do you think we adopted from these people? It was headed by, let me see, who exercised control over all German, who exercised control, I skipped some parts, sorry, because I wasn't planning on doing this. Look at this. Exercise control over all German mass media and creative artists through his ministry in the Reich Chamber of Culture, which is, let's see this. So this is why I hate. This is why I love and hate my mind, because I'll see something and then I see another word and I'm like, what's that? And I have to click on it. And then by the time I'm done researching something, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Oh my goodness. But this is why I do it. Because look, the Reich Chamber of Culture, right? It was a government agency in the NAZI, Germany, in NAZI, Germany. It was established by law on 27 September 1933. Professional organization. Let me see. Trying to see what it's really about. Okay, here it is. It was meant to gain control over the entire cultural life in Germany, creating and promoting you know what art consistent with you know what ideas. So in short, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to tell you, or what I'm actually literally showing you, is that all of this is going on today. And look, they used a bird too. Some of you people have a lot to learn about this country, and once you do actually learn it, and it's gonna really make you mad all the lies that you've been told. And I don't have to link it. You saw, if you want to look into any more of those things, you can. You saw what to type into Winky to make it happen. Now continue watch it. Now continue as you watch it happen in the real world. They had a national anthem. They had a whole bunch of stuff too. Well, you're supposed to protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.